Hello traders, in today's video we'll talk about the US dollar and I will show you why the dollar may continue its depreciation in the short term versus its rivals. Please take a short moment to read the risk disclaimer, and while you are reading the risk disclaimer, I want to remind you that you can join our VIP Telegram group for full services to get all our signals by accessing the link posted right below this video. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is very important, and also if you like our analysis, our videos, you can like these videos. Thank you guys. So let's take a look here and let's start with the DXY. As you already know from my previous analysis and live sessions, live webinars, I've told you that the DXY maintains a bearish bias, so the outlook is still bearish and the DXY could drop anytime again as long as it stays right below this downtrend line. So I've told you in my previous sessions, I've told you that maybe a temporary increase, we may have only a temporary increase, rebounds. The price has failed here to approach, at least to retest this broken dynamic support sliding line, outside sliding parallel line of previous ascending pitchfork. Also, it has failed here also to approach, to reach and retest the downtrend line, signaling a high selling pressure in the short term here on the DXY. So when the DXY drops, the US dollar should depreciate versus its rivals. So right now we have a sell-off here. The price of the DXY, the US dollar index, has increased a little to retest the weekly pivot point 90.03. Also, it has registered only a false breakout here above the second warning line of the former ascending pitchfork. So here we have the second warning line, which it has represented a potential dynamic support, but the price has ignored it. It has jumped above it, but now it has stabilized it right below it, and now it could continue to drop again towards 89.68 static support. Also, maybe it will approach, this time it will approach again maybe the S1, maybe it will reach it 89.64. Alright guys, so the warning line, I've drawn here a first warning line at the same distance between the medium line from the lower medium line, so you can maybe draw it manually if you want. So the same distance, so here you have, and here we have the first warning line and the same distance for the second warning line. So as long as the price of the DXY will stay right below the weekly pivot 90.03, below the downtrend line, the pressure is still high and it could drop anytime. Okay, so we could still have only temporary rebounds here. The bias is bearish, guys, and the potential drop here, valid breakdown here below this immediate support levels 89.68, below S1 89.64, could signal a further decline towards the S2, and maybe it could drop towards the downtrend line after its failures to approach and reach maybe the downtrend line. So the bias is bearish here, and you should be very careful during the week as the US is to release. One moment guys, let's take a look on the economic calendar, because the US is to release high impact data during the week, and some poor economic numbers could force the DXY to drop further. So a further decline, a further drop here registered by the DXY will force the dollar to depreciate versus its rivals. That's why the euro versus the US dollar grows right now. Let's take a look also on this one. So here we have the economic calendar, and I will take a look on the euro versus the US dollar while our economic calendar opens. So you can see here that the price of the euro versus the US dollar moves somehow sideways. It has found support right on 1.2162, and now it could approach again these former highs. Also the weekly resistance R1 1.2242, guys. So the bias is still bullish. The price failed to stabilize right below the weekly pivot point 1.2183. It has also failed to retest the uptrend line, signaling strong buyers in the short term. So the DXY drops, the euro versus the US dollar increases. Okay, and today we opened the trade here in euro versus the US dollar, and our trade runs in profit, and it could approach and reach our take profit soon. Okay, so if you are not, this signal was only for VIP, so if you are not a VIP member, you can join our VIP Telegram group to get all our signals by accessing the link posted right below this video. So yeah, our open position here in euro versus the US dollar could approach and reach our take profit soon. Okay, so let's take a look here on the economic calendar. And as you can see, tomorrow the US is to release its CB consumer confidence. It is expected a potential drop here. Okay, new home sales, here it is expected also a drop. So maybe some poor US data during the week. Also on Thursday, the prelim gross domestic product, GDP, it is expected to remain steady at 6.4%. Also the unemployment claims are expected to decrease further, which could be good for the US dollar. Here also core durable good orders and durable good orders, pending home sales. So you can see that we may have some increases here, but below the former growth in the previous reporting periods. Okay, and also on Friday, goods trade balance, personal income, personal spending. So if the US will report bad economic data, then the DXY may drop further and the US dollar could resume its depreciation. So the dollar is bearish, so even if the dollar will increase a little in the short term, the bias is still bearish, and I've told you that the US currency could continue to depreciate, versus its rivals, versus the euro, versus the pound, versus the yen, versus the Swiss franc, versus the maybe Canadian dollar, also versus the Aussie, the Kiwi. So yeah, the DXY is bearish, so that's why the dollar is bearish versus its rivals. So this false breakout here above the second warning line, this failure to stabilize right above the weekly pivot point, signaled this drop and the current US dollar's depreciation. Thank you guys. So if you want to get and if you want to receive all our signals, you can join our VIP Telegram group, Learn to Trade Go Premium. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is very important. You can like our videos, you can comment, you can share our videos, and also you can visit our website. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.